The legend of the silver wolf. In the quiet village of Ravenswood, surrounded by dense forests and towering mountains, there was a legend that had been passed down through generations. The legend spoke of a mystical creature known as the silver wolf, a guardian spirit that protected the village and its people from harm. The villagers believed that the silver wolf only appeared in times of great need, and its presence was a sign of hope and courage. Among the villagers was a young boy named Thomas, who had grown up listening to the stories of the silver wolf. His grandmother, a wise and gentle woman, often told him the tale as they sat by the fire on cold winter nights. She spoke of how the silver wolf had once saved the village from a terrible drought, leading the people to a hidden spring deep in the forest. The story filled Thomas with wonder and a sense of adventure. One crisp autumn day, as the leaves turned golden and the air grew cool, a sense of unease settled over Ravenswood. The crops had begun to wither, and the streams that once flowed freely were drying up. The villagers were worried, and whispers of the legend began to spread. They hoped that the silver wolf would come to their aid once more. Determined to help his village, Thomas decided to venture into the forest in search of the silver wolf. His grandmother supported his decision, giving him a small pendant shaped like a wolf's paw, which she said was a token of protection. With a heart full of courage and a spirit of determination, Thomas set off into the woods. The forest was both enchanting and intimidating. Sunlight filtered through the canopy, casting dappled shadows on the forest floor. Thomas followed the narrow paths, his senses alert to every sound and movement. He listened for the whispers of the trees and the rustling of leaves, hoping for a sign that would lead him to the silver wolf. As he ventured deeper into the forest, Thomas came upon a clearing where an ancient oak tree stood. The tree was massive, its branches reaching out like arms. At the base of the tree, he found a small, shimmering pool of water. Kneeling beside it, he felt a sense of peace and knew he was on the right path. Suddenly, a soft growl echoed through the clearing. Thomas looked up to see a pair of glowing silver eyes watching him from the shadows. His heart pounded with both fear and excitement. Slowly, the creature stepped into the light, revealing itself to be the silver wolf. Its fur glistened like moonlight, and its presence radiated strength and wisdom. "Welcome, Thomas," the silver wolf spoke in a gentle yet powerful voice. "I have been expecting you." Thomas bowed respectfully. "Great silver wolf, our village is in trouble. The crops are failing, and the streams are drying up. We need your help." The silver wolf nodded. "I am aware of your plight. The balance of nature has been disturbed, and it must be restored. Follow me, and we shall find the source of the problem." With the silver wolf leading the way, Thomas followed through the forest. They crossed rivers, climbed hills, and ventured into parts of the woods Thomas had never seen before. Along the way, the silver wolf taught him about the delicate balance of nature and the importance of living in harmony with the earth. After a long journey, they arrived at a desolate part of the forest where the trees were withered and the ground was cracked and dry. The silver wolf paused and sniffed the air. "The source of the disturbance is near," it said. "We must find it and set things right." Thomas and the silver wolf searched the area until they discovered a dark, stagnant pool. The water was foul, and the air around it felt heavy and oppressive. "This pool has been poisoned," the silver wolf explained. "It is spreading its corruption through the streams and into the land." Determined to help, Thomas asked, "What can we do to cleanse it?" The silver wolf looked at him with a steady gaze. "We must call upon the spirits of the forest and the power of the earth. This will require your courage and belief in the magic of nature." Together, they performed a ritual to cleanse the pool. The silver wolf howled, its voice echoing through the forest, calling upon the spirits for aid. Thomas placed his hands on the ground, feeling the energy of the earth flow through him. He chanted the words the silver wolf had taught him, his voice filled with conviction. Slowly, the dark waters began to clear, and the heavy air lightened. The corruption receded, and the land around them began to heal. Flowers bloomed, and the trees regained their vitality. The streams that fed the village flowed freely once more. Exhausted but elated, Thomas and the silver wolf returned to Ravenswood. The villagers rejoiced at their return and the restoration of their land. They celebrated with a grand feast, honoring the bravery of Thomas and the wisdom of the Silver Wolf. From that day on, Thomas was known as a hero, and the legend of the Silver Wolf grew even stronger. He continued to learn from the Silver Wolf, becoming a guardian of the forest and a protector of the village. The bond between Ravenswood and the Silver Wolf remained unbreakable, a testament to the power of courage, wisdom, and harmony with nature. And so, the legend of the Silver Wolf lived on, inspiring future generations to cherish the balance of nature and to believe in the magic that lies just beyond the veil of the ordinary world.